Hi, my name is Sarah Baker, and I'm a Teach for America New York City 2007 alumni. And I'm here to tell you about my big idea. My big idea is called Game Changers, whose mission is to identify, empower, and develop our nation's best educators and place them in cohorts in our nation's most underserved schools, starting first here in Chicago. The reason I'm here today is that I was a game-changing teacher. I had impressive results with my students in both Bronx, New York and Chicago, Illinois. However, my impact in my classroom was just that. I didn't have a broader impact on my school, on school leadership, or on policy decisions, and I believe that needs to change. I didn't feel that my contributions to my school were recognized either. I want to find a way to empower teachers so they can realize their potential and we can maximize the impact of the Teach for America alumni movement. We seek to build upon the education reform movement by finding, recruiting, and training our nation's best teachers to become teacher leaders. We'll place them in cohorts of 5 to 10 in our nation's most underperforming schools. We'll also provide much needed turnaround consulting to the school and work as a team, Game Changers, the game-changing teachers in the empowerment cohort, and the school leadership to make sure that we can turn around the school into a high-performing institution once again. Teachers in empowerment cohorts will receive intensive training in leadership skills, organizational management, and data analysis. They'll be able to take what they've already proved to be successful in their classrooms, add to it our powerful training, and maximize their impact as leaders in their new school. Game Changers is not just an innovative approach to school staffing. It is truly a bold idea, the kind of bold idea we need to solve this crisis. Something that makes this idea particularly bold is that empowerment cohorts will have the opportunity to opt out of their union contract. Right now in Chicago, the precedent has been set for this type of reform as 13 schools have done just that. They've opted out of their contract in order to lengthen the school day. The rife, exciting climate for reform is here and it's now. A recent University of Chicago study found that in 20 years in CPS, we have not closed the achievement gap one bit. And in some ways, we've actually widened it. The status quo hasn't worked here. We need to bust through the doors of that status quo, and I believe Game Changers is exactly how we should do it. So what does success look like? We will measure our success in the first year by 3 measures. The first, of course, is student achievement. Students in schools with empowerment cohorts will grow 2 years in each core subject. Ambitious? Yes. Is it possible? Absolutely. I know because I did it in my classroom and I've seen alumni across the nation do it too. The second is leadership. We will see at least 50% of e-cohort members take on meaningful leadership in their schools. Leadership roles could include data analyst, grade team, or content leaders. The third is buy-in. We also need an attitude change or mindset shift from all members of the school. We ask that 100% of faculty and school leaders in our game-changing schools sign a declaration to change the game. That declaration says that I realize and I recognize that the status quo hasn't worked for kids and we're ready to do whatever it takes to make sure we maximize what our teachers are doing and increase student achievement dramatically. Why do I need this award? This award will allow Game Changers to get off the ground. Important resources will go toward engaging stakeholders and the development of a pilot program. We need to act now so we can leverage the TFA alumni movement and maximize our impact. If you believe in empowering educators to close the gap, if you believe in leveraging the Teach for America alumni movement, and if you believe in closing the achievement gap once and for all, then you believe what I do. You believe that Game Changers is the next great step forward in the movement to end educational inequity. Thank you for your consideration.